Okay, I just came outside to just get a peek at what my son got to weed eat so far, and it looks so different. This first bed right here is the bed that this first bed, this bed, this bed, and then we have one over there with that cardboard are the beds that we handpicked. But then my son came out here with the weed eater and weed eated the log beds and the beds going towards the back. So I'm going to turn around and show you those. He also did one over here, that one right there. But let me show you how much of a difference it looks. Just by standing here, you can already see better back there, where before you could not. And so you can see he's done this bed, weed-eated both of these beds, so we have lots of tromponzino squashes, which was growing over here. So we eated the cross. You can finally see the cross. The lavender plant is still there, and the apple plants are still there. We eated these beds. I planted black eyed peas here, so I'm thinking, yep, that's what it is, cow peas. I think these are cow peas. Okay, so this is not a weed, this is actually black eyed peas or cow peas, but the tromponzino that was here died, but then he weeded these, and the most dramatic transformation is these 5 log raised beds. I'm guessing the weeds was covering this rosemary, and he didn't notice it until he started weed eating it, but this rosemary will grow back. But looks like he got 5 out of, 5 log raised beds weeded out of the 8. He still needs that one. This is filled with a lot of perennials as well, like echinacea. We have zinnias, delphinium in here, as well as still see some tomato plants, like that's a tomato plant. Lilies. So I probably won't have him weed eat this one as aggressively. But then like this is all weeds. And then that whole bed right there is weeds that he'll have to get to. But this looks so much better already, where we can like walk around and see things. It's so crazy how pretty this morning glory looks, but it's a complete weed. It's taken over. It's a weed here in the south, but it looks really good. We still have lots of cucumbers out here, and tomatoes, and spicy peppers that are growing perfectly good. And I had started looking into some seeds. My basils are still looking great. Ooh. It's super hot out here, guys. Another big transformation would be these beds going down this way. So these are melons. I think they're like cantaloupes. I think I see something. Yeah, there's a yellow melon that way. Let's see. Oh yeah, but it bust open. There was a couple of them. But we'll have to get control. Oh, there's something here. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, this is a Tigger melon, if I'm not mistaken, which smells amazing, but then you open it. Let's see. And let's see if I could open it. Yeah, it smells amazing, but when you open it, it's not that sweet. I'm gonna bring it in and have my kids taste it again, because we tasted it last year. It smells just like cantaloupe. It smells exactly like cantaloupe, but then you taste it and it's not super sweet at all. And last year I remember thinking, oh, maybe it's because, you know, oh, it smells so good. It smells so good right now. But last year I remember thinking like, oh, maybe I didn't leave it on the vine long enough, but they were just like this one, like they just fell off the vine, so I knew that they were ready. And then I heard a couple people say that their Tigger melon was the same thing, that it smelled really good, but it wasn't that sweet. So it's not just mine. So if you're never grown Tigger melon before, just realize that it smells amazing, but it is not that sweet. Hey girls! Let me get them out here, because I can't do this with one hand. It smells so good. Hey girls. It's called Tigger melon. Okay, here. Come here.
This is hot.
Nael. Come here. Yes, come taste it.
Is it yucky? Is it squash?
No, it's not squash. It's melon. Come down now. That's just melon. What do you think of that?
It's squishy.
Well, what does it taste like?
Tastes like juice. Not even the
Do you like it?
taste.
You like it? You don't like it?
It tastes.
Do you like it?
Not really.
Do you like it, Nael?
It's like a bunch of juice.
It tastes like.
Like what kind of juice?
It tastes like.
I don't know.
It tastes like some seeds are in there.
There is seeds in there, but what does it taste like?
It tastes like. It tastes like a cucumber.
Like a cucumber?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of could taste like a cucumber because it's not that sweet. And it's warm, so I'm sure no one really likes warm.
Ew.
No one really likes warm. No, it's just because I'm sitting outside. We'll give that to the pigs. I'm telling you, like I grew it last year and we had the same response. It's not that sweet, so it doesn't taste that. Like it really smells really, really good. And then you taste it and yes, it smells really good. And like it's going to be so sweet. And then you taste it and it's not that great. So I only grew it this year just because I had extra spot in the garden for it. But I don't think I would grow it again. Even though it grows so well, it grows so much. Both years I've grown it. It's so sad because I want it to taste better. I want it to taste good. Have you guys grown Tigger melon before? Let me know what you think, if you like it or not. So I only came inside to taste test that Tigger melon, but like I did say, there are some cucumbers out here, so I'm gonna have Anaya grab them for me. Oh wow! Hey Naya, there's some cucumbers. There's some green ones, and then there's some yellow ones too. Before I go to the garden, I wanted to show you our new shed. So we got this shed sent to us, and I'll leave a link to where we got it sent to us from. My husband put it together over the last couple days. I think it took him like 2 days to put it together. It said that it takes 2 people to put it together for like 2 to 3 hours. He did it by himself because Aiden wasn't here. And well, first what we did was before Aiden left, we had the kids take off the plastic because so this metal, we haven't put anything in it. He just put it up yesterday. So this is a metal shed. It is a 6x5, and the panels are just like the panels of these metal raised beds. And so and it comes with like that sticky like saran wrap type foil on it. And I had all of the kids, I think Aiden, it came in 2 boxes, Aiden took off the plastic off of like one box, and then I had the girls take off the plastic off another box. So that took one day. Then over the next 2 days, Jonathan set it all out, and then he put it together. And let me show you what it looks like inside. You want to give us a tour, Nia? You want to give us a tour?
Of what?
The shed.
But it's small.
It's small. So it has these springs, and right now I think he pushed it too back. He was supposed to be sitting it on this plywood, but I think he set it back too far because it's over. So we'll have to wait for him to fix where it's actually going to go, but we do know, like, I think I want it to go back in this corner. As I was talking, Jonathan ended up calling me, so I had to take his call. But, like I was saying about this shed, here comes Bucky. Yes, it is a 6x5 garden shed. There is some, like you see that right there, that is not how it came. It got dented because when my kids were taking it out of the boxes and taking the saran wrap off, stop, Winter, they ended up stepping on one of the panels and it bent. So that's where that bend came in, and then there's like some scratches. It didn't come like that. We scratched it when we were moving it around and stuff like that. But I mean, we haven't put anything in it yet. I have it right outside the garden because I plan on using it as a garden shed to put all of my buckets, all of these buckets that I have empty and stuff like that. I plan on putting them into the shed. All of the we have spades and what else? All of these containers right here. I can use this shed as a tool shed since it's right outside the garden gate, since the gate's right there, and it would be right here. But like I said, I haven't put anything in it yet. But so far, I like it. So far, so good. It, you know, it is not heavy, obviously, at all. Jonathan moved it from the concrete over here by himself. So I don't know how it hold up to wind or anything like that. When we're looking at the instructions, it said you could build a concrete slab for it to go on, which we did not, or a wooden platform, but Jonathan just used this. So he is going to end up, I think he said, nailing down the shed so that it doesn't move. But for now, it's just sitting here. He went to work today, so I can't have him move it over because I do want it to close that gap and be directly in this corner. Can't tell you, you know, how long it's gonna last, or if, you know, it's gonna hold up to wind or anything like that. But I do like that it was easy to put together, and it was those slim metal materials, like these metal raised beds, and so I do hope that it would last a long time. And like I said, I will leave a link down in the description box where I got mine from if you are interested in checking them out. Anaya did get the cucumbers from the garden. So these are the jade cucumbers. I think the jade or the alpha, bait alpha, but then those yellow ones are the lemon cucumbers. This is the longest. We are what, at the beginning of August, and we still have cucumbers coming out into the garden. And they do not have holes. Really, most of them just dried from the sun. But whew, I think last year my cucumbers had lots of bugs. Even my tomato plants last year, my tomato plants were all eaten by those like hornworms. And this year I did not struggle with hornworms. I struggled with other things, but that just goes to show you that every year you're going to deal with different pests, because this year, no hornworms, no cucumbers all the way until August. Tomorrow's August 1st, and still have cucumbers producing. And they don't look like they're dead yet. I still saw some blooms on some of them. Okay, I am going to get ready and go ahead and go because we gotta move on with my day. But I wanted to show you guys that. Yeah, you can have that. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.